Okay, I believe this is day 27. It is June 4th. And we checked out of our hotel. And we were lucky enough to be able to just leave our car at the hotel and walk. Our hotel is right at the outskirts of a place called French Quarter, which is like a very popular place to be in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And we have a
historic area.
Yeah, I mean, look around.
The architecture is really cool.
Very interesting. Oops. But anyway, the food tour starts at a place called Jackson Square within French Quarter. So that is where we're walking to. It's about 10 minutes from our hotel. So see you there. And we are now at Jackson Square at Charter and St. Peter. This is where we came from. Very cool. And we are at the center of Jackson Square. Named after Andrew Jackson. Is this where they purchased the Louisiana? Yeah. In 1803 apparently. And a bunch of horse carriages. So this is what we're doing from 11 to 2. So we're just waiting out here in front of this place called Head to Toe. We are following our guide tour on the food tour. On our way to our first stop, Nola Po' Boys. Our first Po' Boys. This is the Pirates Alley. That church, bar, government building. Number 2. This was our second destination where we had gumbo and some drinks. Balcony dining.
So we're missing
I think we're gonna get jambalaya. So
we just finished the food walking tour. That was super fun. We went to like 4 or 5 restaurants.
well,
and
we went to 3 that served us food. We had 2 types of sandwiches, and we had the gumbo, and then we had the jambalaya, and then we went to a candy shop.
Pralines. You don't say pralines because praying and leaning is something you do in church.
But anyway, it took about 3 hours. It was like $70 each. I thought it was really fun because
it was super fun.
Like when you're eating the food, like the food itself has history.
Yeah, so our tour guide, would tell us the history behind the food, behind the restaurants.
And in between the restaurants, you're walking through the streets, and he'll explain like the significance of each thing. So
Like
I thought it was really worth it.
Some buildings like survived like the Great Fire back then, so he'd point them out because the architecture would be slightly different. Or like certain things like the wrought iron, like if it had certain designs meant different things. Like if there was grapes in the wrought iron, that meant the family was from Italian descent. So it was just like really cool information we learned on the tour.
So that was really fun. And so you went from 11 to 2, and then we have a swamp tour at 4 p.m. We're supposed to arrive there in like at 3 p.m. an hour early, but there was just a lot of things. I just didn't want to miss it. But
we just want to get there a little early just to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, and the other thing is we decided to spend another night in New Orleans because we just felt like we wanted to spend one more night.
We love it here. It's so cool. Like there's so much history, and like Louisiana is just so different than like most of the U.S. So it's just really cool.
So yeah, overall it was a good time.
Yeah, so we'll see you at the swamp tour.
We are at that boat tour. We just drove here, but look, there's tiny little baby gators, and that's the boat we're gonna get on for the swamp tour. It's about 90 minutes.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we're here like it's like 3:15 and it starts at
Beware because there's alligators in the area.
Yeah, because like this is a swamp, and obviously, you know, I'm surprised like they don't just like walk up, or
Well,
maybe they do sometimes. But
it's just kind of common sense, you know.
yeah. Anyway, I think we can get on the boat, so let's go. There's an alligator already. We haven't even left. Oh my goodness.
It's pretty small.
My name is Jason. I'm going to be a captain and your guide today. If you have any questions during the tour, feel free to ask. He's coming to us.
Now
Give
we
me
get
a
her
picture of
coming.
him.
Right
He's almost to
there.
the boat. He's coming in right now.
Watching him swim.
He's on his right side as of right now. That might change.
He's coming.
If they want to pull any white-tailed deer off one of these banks to give an idea how much power he's got. You reach down there and you grab him by his snout, he can't get his mouth open. He's coming. Come on, boy. Come on. Yeah, they know me and I know them. We used to be able to feed him. He's looking for a marshmallow. For 20-something years, we fed him marshmallows. I trained every one of them to come that whistle. And one more leg or part of their tail. That's 100% female, that younger one, that smaller one. That's a big one. Because of his behavior. Only place in the world, both crocodiles and alligators. Crocodiles had the...
That is a snake.
Looks like a garter snake from what I'm seeing.
Look like a gator.
Going on 1-year-old, some are going on 2 years old. The ones about 10 inches in left, down right there left.
Baby gator.
This one right there left. That's a baby. That's one of her babies right here left swimming in the water. Right here next to the boat.
Can you see the gator? Oh, there he goes. Aww.
This boat's 38 feet long by 12 foot wide. Makes a big...
So we checked into our hotel because we, obviously decided to spend another night. We parked the car. It's about 6 p.m. We are going to go on a food tour part 2 on our own. I didn't wear the watch because apparently there's a lot of pickpocketers and stuff. So just bringing the bare necessities. So see you at the French Quarter part 2. Yeah. This is the first, it's called Dini's Seafood, part of Dini's, and we thought we didn't order that much, but look at how big this is. Yeah, so this ends our food tour, 1 out of 1. And their Bloody Marys are huge too. Oh my lord.
So good.
Oh, interesting.
We're in the front with the umbrellas.
Interesting.
Down in your town where the cats on me, there's a mambo with the beat. And the Zulu gang.
We are here to get Boo Boo her beignet. There was like such a huge line in the morning, but here we are back at it again. And there it is.
It's warm.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
How is it? We are currently walking on Bourbon Street. Very interesting. Not my kind of place, but it's kind of like Vegas, I guess. Slash, like, do you remember? Like, we were walking around Hollywood that one year.
We were at WeHo for Halloween.
Yeah.
And it was just like packed with people.
Yeah.
You know, it's like WeHo. Like.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, tell the world what you got.
I got a grenade.
It's called a grenade. Is it good? Nice. All right, so.
Today was really fun.
Today was fun. Obviously, a couple of things that we learned is that you definitely need at least 2 days in New Orleans. I mean, we only stayed at the French Quarter, but even that alone took 2 days. The biggest tip that I think I've got is don't come here on the weekend because it's busy and it's very expensive. And
the parking.
And definitely get a hotel inside the French Quarter if you plan on going there, and it'll just be worth it. And make sure that they have parking. Even if you pay for it, it'll be cheaper to do it that way.
You know, I think most people that we know who are visiting here won't be driving. So this is probably not a problem for you guys. I was talking with this one lady at our last hotel, and she was basically saying, like, discouraging us from driving and parking in the French Quarter because it's like really busy even on the weekends. And I was like, oh well, the worst parking experience I've ever had was in San Francisco, because parking in San Francisco is like insane and it's really expensive. And she was like, oh, I lived in San Francisco, it's not as bad as San Francisco. So
just to give you guys an idea, like, we just came from Houston, Texas. Like, our nice hotel was like 70, like with tax it was like $71 and some change. Like, this particular hotel that we're in, it would have cost about a little over $250 for the night. It was I didn't pay that because I used points through my Wyndham thing. But you know, that's just to give you guys an idea of like how much more expensive it got. But anyways, the plan tomorrow is to go back to the French Quarter for a little bit and then go to Mississippi. And Mississippi should be a drive-through. It's gonna be a drive-through.
I've been reading about how like things have been going downhill for Mississippi. People are like have been leaving and crime has been going up. So we're probably just gonna drive through it. And, you know, maybe stop by a few places, but we're gonna try to spend the night in Tennessee.
Yeah, we might do that. So that's the wrap. 네.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 그 비디오를 업로딩을 못한, 며칠 동안 업로딩을 못한 이유가 뭐였냐면요, 그 먼저 늦게 일어나서 도시에서 이것저것 하고 다음 목적지로 도착할 때쯤은 시간이 벌써 어쩔 때는 새벽 1시? 막 그때 도착하기 때문에 그때 도착을 해서 비디오를 에디팅도 하고 업로드 하기에는 시간이 없고 너무 피곤해서 그 여기 24일, 25일, 오늘이 27일 날짜죠. 비디오를 못했어요. 근데 오늘은 할 수 있었던 이유가 뭐였냐면은, 그 원래는 그 미시시피로 지금 운전을 하고 있어야 돼요. 미시시피로 지금 여기가 시간이 11시 43분인데 미시시피도 한 새벽에 도착해야 될 예정이었는데, 오늘 여기서 뉴올린에서 투어를 하다가 여기는 하루를 더 꼭 있어야겠구나 해서 호텔을 잡았어요. 호텔을 잡아가지고 도시에서 더 놀고, 그 다음에 여기 호텔에 들어올 때도 한 9시인가 들어왔는데 시간이 좀 느긋하게 들어와서 이것저것 밀린 비디오 에디팅 같은 것도 조금 하고, 이제 결국엔 또 늦게 자게 돼요. 밤 12시에. 그래서 이제 내일은 다시 여기 그 앞에 프렌치 쿼터라는 데가 있는데 거기에 다시 가서 뭐 이것저것 좀 구경하고, 한 오후 3, 4시 때쯤에 코스코에 한번 들렸다가 다음 목적지 미시시피, 잭슨 미시시피라는 데를 갈 건데, 이 미시시피라는 주에는 특별히 하고 싶은 것도 없고 뭐 해야 될 것도 없을 것 같아서 거기에서는 이제 하룻밤을 안 묵고 그냥 멤피스 테니스까지 그냥 운전을 할 것 같아요. 그 미시시피 도시는 그냥 아예 운전을 하고 그냥 묵지, 거기서 하룻밤 자고 뭐 할 것도 하나도 없고 그럴 것 같아서 내일은 좀 그럴 것 같아요. 하여간 피곤해서 이제 자기 배터리로 다 닿네. 하여간
바이바이.
빠이, 내일 뵐게요.